What up, what up? It's Omar was in the fucking Hemi. Alright, so I'm going to do an ongoing series about recovering from toxic relationships. I'm in the first one was an overview, going over a bunch of tactics and techniques, and then going forward I'm going to dive deeper into those techniques and tactics and things you can do to recover from toxic relationships. One thing that this video is going to be about building healthy boundaries. So this is the thing. Chances are, if you're in a toxic relationship, you are most likely an empath. An empath is a person who is empathetic. Again, I'm speaking in layman's terms as I always do, and I'm not trying to overcomplicate shit and make y'all, speak like I'm reading from a textbook. I'm talking from real life experience and giving you that form of whatever we're talking about. I'm not gonna, I'm not a college professor, I don't know shit like that. Again, I'm not a psychologist, I'm just a nigga who's been through a lot of shit, and I like to read, and I like to study, and I like to figure shit out. So, all that to be said is that if you're an empath, you're empathetic. You're empathetic, meaning that you can be able to put yourself in other people's shoes, emotions, and your feelings run deeply. You're able to literally feel what other people are feeling, and you're able to put yourself in their shoes and relate in a deeper way than a normal person. It doesn't have to be like most people say, oh, well, I've been through this before, so I can know how you feel based on how I feel. An empath can literally say, you know what, I can feel what that person is feeling, even though it's something that I've never experienced in my life, but I can really feel from a heart, soul perspective. I can feel what they're going through. Now, narcissists, and again, I'm going to give you my interpretation of what a narcissist is, and you can do your own research. I'm just here to make you think. A narcissist is someone who is void of self. A lot of times you can have a narcissist can be created from two different things. Either neglect, it always is neglect, but it's different types of neglect. Either that person was neglected, left by themselves all the time, like a kid that was left by themselves and never had someone who truly cared about them and really talk to them and figure out who they are as a person and what they feel and what they don't feel and what makes them scared and shit like that. Or the other type of neglect is a parent, say for instance, like, who want you to be so great, so bad. I want you to be an attorney just like your dad. So now they never check on you other than when it has to do with what you do, not who you are. So did you do good in school? Did you pass that bar? Oh, I'm so proud of you, not because of who you are as a person, but because of what you've done as a person. That creates something called a narcissistic wound. And from that point on, a lot of times your emotional growth is stunted. The reason why I'm going into that is because an empath kind of becomes the surrogate father or mother for that person. But then because they have resentment towards their, actual blood mother and father, they end up having issues with that person. They end up loving it and they want that person around because it makes them feel something they've never felt before. But simultaneously, they want to destroy that person because they harbor resentment still towards their biological. Make sense? So now what happens is this. The reason why it's important is because a narcissist is void, and they're like an emotional black hole because they never got things. When I say things, emotionally, they never got emotionally satiated. They need to absorb someone else or someone else's energy or emotions because they don't have their own. Their one emotion is success. Second one is survival. So they're just worried about succeeding and thriving and being the best that they can be in whatever that is. in surviving. They want to be smarter than everybody else. They think they know everything. They're fucking liars. They have no real personality because they've never had anyone actually care about who they are. So for your empaths, you can now replace empathy when you have a man or a woman who's trying to destroy you, or again, like I spoke in another video, trying to destroy you or tear you down and things of that nature. You can replace that anger with empathy and then heal yourself. Because if you continue to have and harbor resentment towards them, you'll never be able to heal, and you'll end up taking on characteristics of that narcissist, of the person who actually hurt you. You end up absorbing that negativity and then doing the same to someone else. So as an empath, you have to be very aware of that, of the energy you absorb. So now when it comes to creating boundaries, part of it is, one, knowing who you are, taking some time out. You might have to detach yourself from the world, from reality for a little while. You go home, think about yourself. You are dope as fuck. If no one ever told you that, you're amazing. And the reason I can say that in my soul and know that's true, anybody who's watching this, is because, one, if you decide you want to click on that video, I can tell you're amazing because you're trying to heal yourself. Second, because you already had the ball rolling. And third, because God, listen, why would the universe make you a piece of shit? You know what I'm saying? Why would God make you that way? A lot of times what happens, we're born pure. I don't believe that whole shit we're born with sin. I think we're born pure. We're born closest to source. We're born closest to God. So why would you be born a fucking asshole? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times what happens is that your parents are assholes. Your great-grandparents are fucking assholes. And society is filled with a bunch of assholes. And then what happens is that you end up becoming one because you're learning from the toxic environment that you're a part of. So that's how I can say that with full confidence. So now what you need to do is distance yourself from all that shit. Come home, read. Listen to your soul, because your soul has all the answers. Listen to that shit. And whatever your soul tells you, then go do research. When I say research, read for confirmation, not for information. Read for confirmation, not information. So wherever you're feeling your soul, go read about that. And a lot of times you'll realize, holy shit, I'm doper than I thought. And then you end up now changing the conversation that you have with yourself, that internal conversation. You're now changing it now. You're training your subconscious. You're training yourself by constantly piling up those wins. And then once you get that together, you understand who you are and why you do things. You're like, wow, the narcissist told me that I was in shit because of this. But I knew in my soul I was doing it from a good place. But then now I realized that person was crazy. And they were just, gaslighting the shit out of me. So once you gain that confidence and you understand your soul, then go out into the world and manifest the shit that's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? Now you're going to have the confidence to be able to withstand the shit that was tore down from before. Whether it could be a parent, it could be a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whoever it is. So now you repaired yourself internally. Now you go and you manifest shit. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're a man, you have to manifest. Because 90-something% of women out here, no matter what they tell you, no matter what, I can do whatever a man can do, I can do it better, and whatever, I don't need a man. Don't listen to that shit. That's what they've been taught. Because no matter what, that's what they've been socialized to think. Because no matter what, we are still human beings. We're still spirits with a body, and we are still energy. And feminine energy needs strong masculine energy. So I don't give a fuck what they say. Understand that's underlying all of that. So as a man, you have to go create your world and your reality. You know what I'm saying? And then you allow her to be part of that. Like I said in another video, we are the guitar, they're the amplifier. You know what I'm saying? We create the outline, they fill in the color. Whatever whatever ideology or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you want to use or way you want to conceptualize it, that's fine with me. But understand, as a man, you have to create direction. So that means you have to create your world, whatever that is, whatever you're into. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, go out and rap. You know what I'm saying? Go do your thing, go rap, go fucking, you know what I'm saying, have a concert, whatever the case may be, have your ticket. So now when she fucks with you, you don't have to yell at her and make her fall in line in place, but she's already gonna want to. She's gonna, well, I'm fucking with a winner right now. Let me help him. You know what I'm saying? Let me try to book something for him. You know what I'm saying? Let me be an asset to him. She's gonna want to do that. If she loves you and fuck with you, she's gonna want to do that. But you have nothing there for yourself, nothing that she could be a part of. You know what I'm saying? That's when all the problems arise. So now, creating boundaries now, the reason why that's important is because, and now part of all this building yourself, learning who you are, getting those subconscious W's, those wins, those subconscious wins, getting those, then creating and manifesting your reality in your world. The reason why you do all that is now you can create these boundaries. You know, like, listen, look how hard I had to work to get myself to where I'm at. Look at all the things I've done in my life. Now when somebody tries to tell you who you are and who you not, or you fucking up because of this or that, and they try to gaslight you, you're like, nah, that's not right. I know. Look at all this shit I've done. Look at all that shit, all this shit I did as far as all the research. You know what I'm saying? I read for, you know what I'm saying, confirmation, not information. So I'm confirmed and I'm verified within myself. Look at what I've done. I took that knowledge and I've manifested into this world. Look how many people I've helped because of all the shit that I did. So what you telling me right now, you just crazy. So that's how a boundary is created now. Because now you understand what it is and you can look at them clearly for who they are and what they're attempting to do to you. Instead of just saying, because when you have nothing to stand on, you have no foundation, you have nothing that you created on yourself. And again, in the black community, a lot of times our families are fucked up because, you know, they put drugs in our community. A lot of times we have come from single parent homes and all that shit. So all that we say is that we have no foundation already. So we're susceptible to these narcissistic attacks and gaslighting techniques that people do, whether it's coming from a relationship, a corporation, whether it's coming from the man, not the man above, but the white man. You know what I'm saying? We're susceptible to these things. And that's the reason why they destroyed the family. But I digress. In dating, relationships, whatever, any relationship, friendships, all that shit, now once you are vested and you're verified within yourself, that's how you create your boundaries. Healthy ones, not just unhealthy ones like, fuck that, I don't need nobody. Those are unhealthy boundaries. Oh, I don't need this nigga, I don't need that nigga. That's unhealthy boundaries. Because what happens now, you end up, yes, you might not get hurt, but you'll never get love. With healthy boundaries, as far as you investing in yourself and having those, you know, when you invest into yourself, you've created, you have those subconscious W's and all that shit, those are healthy boundaries. And now only people that's going to be able to get through those boundaries are people who did the same things. And now you don't even have to think about it anymore, because what's going to happen is that you live your best life, and only other people who are living their best life as well are going to be able to get through, be able to connect with you. Because energy, so like energy attracts like energy, and it's not in the way that people think. Like, yo, if I think about something positive and get positive people, yes, that's true. But a lot of times you can think about something positive and you'll get negative people because they have no positivity in them. Like I said before, when it comes to narcissists, they have no soul. So they need to leech off of yours. So, but at the same time, if you are invested within who you are as a person, you'll get people the same way. Or you'll get people who respect it. And when they disrespect it, it won't even be a thing like you have to even get mad. It's like, yo, just don't rock with me. Just don't sit around with me. And I'm out. So, thanks for, again, listening to me. Like, subscribe, share it to people. I know it's going to be helpful to a lot of people out there. Anything else you want me to talk about, I will. I have my own agenda that I want to, you know, fulfill as far as like this whole series about healing from toxic relationships. But at the same time, I will take a little break to answer questions or to make videos for people who need some advice. And again, I'm here just to make you think. I'm not a psychologist. I'm gonna say that a lot. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not like that. I'm just a nigga who been through shit. Thanks again. Appreciate you.